So today, I went into the courthouse in Apple Valley here,
Okay.
and I printed off this cancellation of domestic abuse no contact order.
Okay.
Okay, so, or an OFP. Once I finished probation for the violations of it,
Okay.
it was over with.
Okay.
So, and if you read this, would you say that's true?
Okay, well, it says cancellation, okay. Cancellation only applies. Was there new paperwork too, or is this
No, this
just
is
like a cover sheet?
No, this was it. This was when I was done with my probation.
Okay,
I believe Judge Lutz signed this.
yep,
And there's only ever been one OFP in place.
okay,
So this is the OFP, I'm assuming.
okay.
And I can't, it's not very easy to get a hold of the judge, as you know. So I wanted to come to my next bill
Okay.
option just to ask, you know,
It says, is hereby vacated, is this dated anywhere?
yeah,
Oh,
I think at the bottom too where you signed it. I think it's
yeah, so
September 3rd.
September, okay, yep,
Okay, so in my mind, I had this order for protection in place. Like, I was never told this,
okay,
okay? I never saw this form.
and it just expired, nobody told you, is that?
No, I had to go on to Minnesota courts. I had to go
Okay.
on their like special computer
Okay,
and I was clicking around and I
Okay.
found this.
okay,
Like, my probation officer didn't tell me.
okay. Have you checked with your probation officer to see the status of this?
Well, no, but they would have told, like, I've never seen this document.
Okay,
She gave me all my like community corrections
Okay.
paperwork,
Okay.
release, all that stuff.
okay,
But she never gave me this, which was on the exact same date that I was released from probation.
okay,
Okay? And again, once they said I completed the probation,
yeah,
the OFP would go away.
okay.
So, as you're reading this now, would you say there's,
To me, I would say, based on just looking at this, that as soon as you were done with your probation, that was effective in September 3rd
yeah,
of 25, that order was canceled.
okay, and that's what that means, yeah?
Yes, if it's the Danko one. Is
Yes.
there a separate order?
No,
Oh,
not
this
that I
is the
know
other
of.
one, Okay,
So then here's my other question. So I haven't seen or spoken to my kids in
okay,
almost,
this is your daughter?
no, this is just for my wife. It has
Okay,
nothing to do with
okay.
my children.
Okay,
She's actually supposed to be having the children call me
Okay.
once a week,
sure,
which it says in our divorce decree.
okay,
Okay, and then it also says in our divorce decree, sorry, on the very last page, even though she got full custody, okay, I still have rights to go to their conferences, I can go to their events, activities.
Okay.
And again, I'm supposed to be able to communicate with them.
okay,
And she hasn't had them call me in 3 years.
okay,
So, and I sent them all birthday presents,
Mhm.
you know, in the mail. I sent them their phone with my number in it,
sure,
where they could call me on it.
Yep.
And I still haven't heard anything.
okay. How old are the children?
12, 11, 6 and 7.
Okay,
So, and again, me and my girls, I coached their sports before all this happened.
Sure.
We were very close.
uh-huh,
I was basically the full custody single dad.
okay.
So I'm just wondering, like, what's the best way for them to use that phone to call me?
I guess, if you're having issues with this not being followed necessarily,
Yeah,
that's something you would have to figure out with an attorney, not necessarily,
Right.
we can't go over there and say, hey, you need to call your dad.
no, and then, again, I filed this multiple,
Yeah.
like, I just filed for another new hearing,
Yeah.
today.
Yeah.
Because the judge wasn't too clear on, and again, at the time of this last hearing,
Mhm.
I thought this was still in place, but
Okay,
it's not.
sure.
Okay, so like, if I called her,
Call-
say, hey-
Called her.
Kirsten, yeah, my
Yep.
ex-wife,
Yep,
to
I
say,
would-
hey,
I
can I
would-
talk to my
Yep.
kids?
Before you do that, I would double check with your probation officer, just
Okay.
to cover your ass.
Okay,
Contact them, be like, hey, I found this out, can you verify that is accurate? Because he's an officer of the court, I'm not. So
Yeah.
I can take this at face value and say, yeah, that's what it looks like, but he would have, or
So-
he or she, sorry.
so what would you say this means?
To me, this means that it was canceled
Right,
and no longer.
because I fulfilled my
Yeah.
obligations.
But just to cover yourself, I would reach out to whoever your probation officer was.
But I'm sick of covering, I would want to talk to my children.
Right.
And again, I've never been a danger to her.
Yep.
Like, for example, my dad, he's allowed to see my children.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm his son,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm not,
Right.
they're keeping them like my own dad.
Yeah.
Okay? do you know who Dr. Tim Comboy is?
I've heard the name.
Yeah, so he's the principal at Rosemont High School, and he's like bent over backwards to lie to me
Mhm.
about not basically hiding my own children from me.
Sure.
And again, I still have parental rights to speak to them.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to talk to them once a week, it says in his decree.
Yeah.
So like, how does that get enforced besides going to keep filing these hearings?
Yeah.
Because the judge has ordered her multiple times that there must be communication between the children.
What I would probably do is reach out to whoever was representing you when this was.
I'm representing
You're
myself,
representing
yeah.
yourself. Okay, you might need to hire an attorney, I don't know, that's.
Yeah, I won't be
not
doing
my-
that.
Yeah, that's not my area of expertise, but yeah, in order to, you'll have to go through the court system, I know it's a huge pain in the butt, it takes forever.
But like if I called her and say, hey, can I talk to the girls?
Yes, once you verify with.
But it is
probation-
verified, it is verified.
I know, I'm just saying, if you wanna double check to cover your bases, I would check
Yeah.
with probation first before you call her.
Okay. But okay,
I don't want you to
let's
get
say I
jammed.
double check and they agree, yep, you're good to go.
Yep.
There's no
Now, whether she
order in
answers your
place.
phone call or
No,
not,
I get
is
that.
another thing, but.
I get that.
Yeah.
But if she tries to like call the police on me or something just for calling her, what would, if you knew this was
If there's no
valid?
order in place, I'd tell her to get another one. That's what
Okay.
I'd tell- or harassment restraining.
Okay.
order for protection.
Okay, thank you.
Because this is usually something that's done for domestic abuse related stuff, the
Right.
DACO.
Yeah, and I've never,
Yeah.
she's moved, like, we've been separated since
Mhm.
2019. She filed this in 2022.
Okay.
Like, she's been living with her parents since before COVID.
Sure.
And her and my dad somehow, got this stuff done. But then here's my other question is,
Okay.
I think it was 2 years ago, I filed a report about insurance fraud and my mother's death,
Okay,
with Rosemont Police Department.
Okay.
I was brushed off,
okay,
and I never heard anything back.
okay. Do
So-
you know who?
Carson Thomas, your new
Okay.
chief.
Yep.
Literally, it was over the phone. I have multiple recorded conversations of it.
Mhm.
And he's basically just brushed me off.
Okay.
So what would you do about that if you're a citizen that has reported insurance fraud?
I mean, you could go to the post board and file a complaint, that's.
I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
What'd they say?
Yeah, nothing.
Okay.
So, I did
Maybe
everything.
Contact the county attorney.
Yep, I did.
Okay.
I did.
Yeah, unfortunately. those
Catherine
people
Keenan?
don't-
Yeah.
Yep.
But again, if I reported you that there's possible insurance fraud
Yep.
with this Horace Mann insurance policy,
Yep.
as a police officer, what would you do with that
I would
information?
document it and send it up to investigations.
Okay, so that's not been done.
Okay, I don't know anything about that.
No, I know. So, so right now I'm making a verbal report to you
Mhm.
about it. So what are you gonna do with this?
I can document that you told me about it, but if it's already been reported.
But it won't go to investigation?
Well, I can't report the same thing twice. You know what I mean?
Really?
Because it's already been reported.
So then you can't report this twice? Like, she can't report me twice
What do you
because it's
mean?
already been reported? You know what I mean?
Well, I guess what are you saying?
Just what you said. That's like double jeopardy. That's like a legal thing.
Yeah. I'm
Um,
familiar with that.
But you guys didn't send it to investigations the
Okay.
first time?
Do you know, I would contact Carson.
So
if
it
was-
technically hasn't been reported. And again, I did it on your online system too.
Yep. and
Didn't
somebody-
hear anything
Nobody
back.
wrote a report
Nothing.
about it?
Nothing.
When did you report
This was
it?
2 years ago.
Okay.
So, then I
What
also,
more did they tell you?
I also requested the pictures of my mother's dead body,
Yep.
which you guys refused to release to me.
Okay.
And I'm her own son. I'm the
Yep.
next of kin.
Yep.
Why would you refuse to release your pictures?
That is not I'm not part of the data
And
release.
no, I get that, but they released everything else
Yep.
besides the pictures of my mom's body
Okay.
about the crime scene.
Okay,
And the reason why they didn't is because her body was so horrific looking
okay,
that they cited a statute that it was against public dissemination due to the obscene way her body looked.
okay,
And again, they said she died of cardiac arrest.
okay.
So the pictures, so if they're so bad, if somebody died of a heart attack
Mm-hmm,
and you had a picture of their dead body,
mm-hmm,
that would be released,
okay,
okay? Under any other circumstances.
okay.
But my mom's body was so purple
Mm-hmm,
and extremely blue. It's called, what's it called? There's a scientific word, but I can't think of it right now. That alone, with my report about insurance fraud and
Sure.
suspicious death,
mm-hmm.
would you not send that to investigations?
there was no report ever written about this?
Yeah, you guys didn't do anything. Well, you didn't even
Well-
follow up with me. Carson Thomas didn't follow up with me,
Okay.
anything.
Okay.
No-
Yeah, so
Nobody
some-
from the Rosemont Police Department followed
Okay.
up with me.
Yeah, so somebody obviously above my pay grade makes those decisions where just the information gathers and then we pass it on.
Right, so that was Chief Dahlstrom at the time,
Okay.
and the deputy chief
Yeah.
was Carson Thomas, which
Yeah.
Chief Dahlstrom never would speak with me.
Okay.
Carson Thomas actually took my calls,
Mhm.
and I recorded every single one of
Yep.
them. I have the reports of
Mhm.
insurance fraud.
Okay.
I am asking him to reopen the death investigation,
Okay.
because Rosemont Police never asked my dad one question.
Okay.
It's a death investigation, you don't ask questions.
No,
Do you understand my
Yep.
frustration?
Yep.
So how do you investigate anything? If you don't ask any questions?
Right, that's a valid point.
So like if you go to a death, even if it's just, a couple, right? And you find the body laying there, it's
Sure.
extremely purple and
Yeah.
still warm to the touch.
Mhm.
But when the husband calls 911, he reports that the body is cold.
Sure.
But one of your officers said on your report, Gage Litzner,
Okay.
says the body's warm to the touch.
Okay.
Would you find that a little suspicious?
Possibly, yeah.
And the body's very purple?
It's possible.
It's called cyanotic, that's the word I was looking
Okay.
for. It's a sign of poisoning,
Mhm.
okay? So what would you do? If you were a responding officer to a
I
death?
would call the medical examiner.
Yeah,
Yeah.
do you know what, does Paul Larson still work here?
Yeah.
He works next door to my dad at Rosemont High School.
Yep.
Okay, they're best friends. He called Hennepin County Medical Examiner
Yeah.
and told them not to examine my mom's body.
Okay.
Okay. Do you see how it's still fishy?
Yeah.
So let me ask you this, when you show up to a death investigation
Yeah.
for a couple like that,
Mhm.
see the body's purple and warm,
Yeah.
but the spouse is saying it's cold to 911,
Mhm.
would you ask him any questions?
Probably, but
What would be
I
your
don't
first
know,
question?
I don't know the specifics of this thing because I was not there.
No,
so I can't
I'm giving you
provide an
hypothetical, I'm not asking you about this one.
answer. Yeah.
What would you do though?
Well,
Would
I
you
always ask questions.
What's the
Well,
first
I'm-
question?
Well, has this person been like this?
Right, or is this body warm and you're saying it's cold?
Yeah.
Would you ask that?
Possibly.
Okay. Do you understand where I'm coming from?
Well, I'm semi-familiar with.
Okay, so how do I get this?
So I would reach back out to Carson. There's nothing unfortunately that I can do for you. I'm just the patrol guy. So
You're
there's
not just
there's
you're-
several layers above me that make these decisions.
I know there's chain of command, but
Yeah.
there's difference between right and wrong,
Yeah.
right? And then ethics,
Yeah.
and you took an oath as a police officer. So if somebody's reporting to you insurance fraud and a suspicious death,
Yeah.
you're gonna go to your chain of command, and I'm at the bottom level that I can't even do anything about it. Why have police then?
I don't, that's just the way the system works.
Really?
Yeah.
The system works that only the top people get to control what happened.
Not necessarily.
What you're saying.
Not necessarily.
You're saying it's many levels above you, many levels.
I'm saying this specific.
It's above
case-
your pay
This
grade.
specific case has gone way above.
It's
what we
above your
call
pay
one.
grade.
Yeah, it's above.
But if
above
you're,
the patrol level.
but if you're on patrol, don't you respond to death investigations?
Yes,
So how is it above your pay grade?
the investigation into it, we're just the preliminary fact finders, and I wasn't even involved in this thing. I didn't even work here when this happened, so.
I get it.
I don't know anything about it. Everything I know about it is hearsay,
Right. Okay.
so.
Do you understand kind of how
No,
weird
I
it is that
understand your frustrations.
a person in law enforcement takes an oath to uphold the law,
Mhm.
right? Is saying, you know what, this is above my pay grade.
Mhm.
Do you know how that sounds?
Well, the people at my pay grade did what they did, and then it goes up to the investigations, the medical examiner.
But Nick Swanson, he's now an Apple Valley police
Yep.
officer. Gage Litzner, he's now with Dakota County Sheriff's Office. And Paul Larson, he's a school resource officer at
Yep.
Rosemont High School.
Yep.
They were all patrol that day, right?
Yep.
They didn't ask one question about a death investigation.
Okay.
It's on court transcripts, a civil case. So why is that?
I don't know. I can't speak for them. I wasn't there.
Really? It just doesn't make sense to me. And then the police, the ambulance report, states the body, my dad called 911 because the body's cold. But Gage Litzner, he's the only officer to write a report.
Mhm.
So typically when 3 officers go to a death investigation, does only one of them write a report?
Depends on the scene.
Really? You don't have to write each one of you wouldn't have to write your
It
view
depends
on
on
a
your
death.
involvement in it.
So Nick Swanson's taking pictures, would you,
Okay.
if you were taking pictures of something, would you have to write a report about it?
Probably.
But he didn't.
Okay.
Okay. And Paul Larson is calling Hennepin County Medical Examiner's office to tell him not to examine my mom's body. Would you write a report if you put your hands in a death investigation
Yes.
like that? Right. Now, Gage Listener was the only guy to write a report, and he didn't have much, he's just observing what he saw. He seems to be the only honest police officer that day.
Did you talk to any of the supervisors that were there?
Nobody would talk to me about this, dude. Nobody would give me, like you keep saying, it's like chain of command, chain of command. It seems like everybody's scared of my dad or something. Like he's got a lot more power than people realize. Have you ever heard of the Masons and Stones?
No.
No, okay. All right, well, you were very, very helpful today. So you're saying there's no way I could get my mom's death to investigations?
I
Or
personally do not
insurance
have that
fraud.
ability. I would email Carson,
Okay.
Sergeant Eckstein, who's in charge of investigations, and see what they have to say.
Eckstein?
Yep.
Can I get their email?
Yeah. You have Carson's already?
Well, I don't, why would I want to deal with somebody
Okay.
who's not honest?
Sure, so it's Alex, AELEX. Make sure I give you the correct spelling of the last name. It's Alex dot, yep, at rosemountainmn.gov.
Okay, and then here's my other question. If somebody files a spouse's death as accidental,
Okay.
okay, and on the death certificate, it says natural with pre-existing conditions, would you consider that insurance fraud?
That I don't know. I don't have any experience with that.
Okay, take away your experience. Let's say you're
Well,
using common sense.
okay.
And just, you have to decide if it is yes or no,
Okay,
okay?
well, I feel like you're trying to rope me into
No,
a
I'm not.
comment for this.
I'm not
specific
trying to
case.
rope you in, but I'm trying to get you to be just honest with yourself.
Okay,
You know what I mean? Just breathe.
okay.
If somebody files it as accidental,
Somebody files like the spouse?
my dad
Okay.
and his insurance agent file her death as accidental,
Okay,
and on the death certificate, it says natural with multiple pre-existing conditions, okay?
yep.
Would you think that's
I would say there's a bit of a discrepancy there, yes.
right? Okay, and so what I just described there is called insurance fraud, felony insurance fraud. Okay. So I don't understand why it's so hard. And again, I love my dad. We've coached 3 sports together at Rosemont High School. And as soon as I started investigating my mom's death and asking questions about it, is when he had my kids taken away from me,
Sure.
tried to destroy my life, in the hopes I'd like kill myself or something.
Mm-hmm.
My own dad, that I was like best friends with.
Sure.
So I hope you understand where I'm coming from.
I get it.
I love the guy, but what he did was wrong,
Mm-hmm.
and he should be held accountable for it.
Mm-hmm.
And there's officers that are supposed to uphold the law
Mm-hmm.
that helped him get away with a lot of crime.
Sure.
So there were accessories after the fact, specifically Paul Larson.
Mm-hmm.
After my mom's death, Paul Larson and Nick Swanson were both accessories after the fact.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I know you guys get away with a lot of stuff, but I would hope that some of you hold yourselves accountable, like internally, like your conscience at least,
Mm-hmm.
and it blows my mind what has happened. But thanks for meeting with me, man.
Yeah.